So my question here to you is that why is GL not spoken more about and GI is spoken more? Because this is
It's the
for me a relatively new term.
It's a very freely available word. You know how multi-grain bread versus oat, what is it? Honey oat bread,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
I know.
like white bread and brown bread. So brown bread took lead amongst the multiple terms
And most of those brown breads are white bread with
with color in
color,
it. Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just
It's
healthier
just
now.
as bad.
Yeah.
In my conversation, I call it color washing. When you just change the color, or when you change the packaging, or when you change the presentation of a certain food and you serve the same thing, and then you prove it to be quote unquote healthier. With white bread and brown bread, people have foregone the fact that this whole there's a whole wheat bread thing also, which I'll touch upon just after this. So people have been understanding the whole brown bread conversation, that it is not made with atta. You shut your eyes and you eat both of them, they'll taste the same. They'll have the same effect on your glucose levels. As guilty as I am, but I was too young to understand all of this. My house used to have one packet of brown bread, one packet of white bread, and my mother, being my mother, she's like, I'm going to eat multigrain bread, and we still stuck to multigrain.
I was just going to say, if you were healthier, even more than multigrain kicked in.
Yeah. Now, with all of this, as a chef, also as someone who understands food slightly better than companies with a lot of money, and you exactly know what direction I'm talking into, what happens is that a majority ingredient is maida, is refined flour, and then there is oats, and then there's atta. What they do is they call it multigrain, or they call it whole wheat. But in the whole wheat process, it's 5% whole wheat and 95% maida.
Yeah. By the way, the same thing happens a lot with protein powders as well. You will have when it comes to protein powders, you have your let's say whey, you have your isolates, and then you have your concentrates, and then you have a mixed blend, and a lot of them will on the label then say whey protein with whey isolate and whey concentrate, but majority of it will be whey concentrate, 5% will be isolate, and just because with that they can put that on the
Yeah.
label and you're done, and you assume you're getting a better product and you're paying more for that, but you're not.